The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates more than 450,000 cars are sold each year with fake odometer readings, costing buyers more than $1 billion. Alexis Burdine has the details in tonight's News 4 Tucson investigation.
Tucson area drivers, you'll want to hear this. We found 7,000 vehicles around our city could have fake odometer readings, according to Carfax data. So we took our findings to Arizona's Attorney General and asked what's being done to stop rollback fraud.
We find out about it, and then we aggressively go after that individual.
The AG's office got a consent judgment against a Mesa car dealership owner, claiming Pacific Auto Sales businessman Santiago Ramirez Montelon allegedly tampered with odometers he sold to at least 23 buyers.
So I'm thinking to myself, in mid-90s, 130,000 miles for $3K, that's a pretty good deal.
Darren's one of them.
So the motor blew out on it, and I started thinking, oh man, I put two and two together. They rolled the miles back.
Court documents show, without admitting wrongdoing, Ramirez entered into a consent judgment with the state. It says he altered odometers and advertised vehicles with false mileage. He says it was not intentional. We went to Mesa to get his side of the story. The shop was gone. Another dealership is at the same address with no connection to Pacific Auto Sales. An employee gave us a number linked to Ramirez. He didn't pick up or call back. We called his lawyer. No answer. The AG's office says Ramirez is barred from owning used car dealerships, selling, and financing. The judgment requires $30,000 of restitution for affected buyers. Ramirez faces $80,000 in civil penalties. Meanwhile, some odometer rollback victims may never get their money back.
As a young married couple, we were saving up money for a long time to be able to get a new car.
Ashley Stanton lives in Tucson. She and her dad went to Phoenix to buy a car posted on Craigslist.
So we test drove the car.
She brought it home.
And what I wish I would have seen was that on the odometer spot on the title, it said like 60,000 miles and then a little letter C. If you look down in the fine print at the bottom of the title, it says this may or may not be the actual mileage.
Realizing neither checked the Carfax, she says they found it had 180,000 more miles than advertised.
So this is definitely a very real issue in the Tucson area.
She filed this complaint with the Arizona Motor Vehicle Division in 2019. She says the state never responded. We asked ADOT, what's taking so long? Turns out it has no record of getting the initial complaint and isn't sure why. But a spokesperson says because KVOA brought it to our attention, our Office of Inspector General has started an investigation. Josh Engel, owner of Atlanta Speedometer, says
its sole purpose is to change an odometer reading.
There's a legitimate use.
But of course, this can be purchased for fraud as well.
We found some for less than $30.
It literally takes conmen a matter of seconds to change the mileage on a vehicle, and that can impact the value on the vehicle by thousands of dollars.
Just look at these explainer videos.
Just got my new Camry. It's only got 186,000 miles on it. Let's see how she starts up. Just kidding. That's not the real mileage over there is.
This is going to be a do-it-yourself, at-home hack that you can do in your basement with no special tools.
Without a doubt, unfortunately, there are people out there trying to rip you off.
How can you avoid them?
Checking the Carfax. Do that on the front end. You should take the car to a mechanic.
Check all the fine print on the title.
And to scammers,
we will find you and we will go after you to the full extent of the law.
If you've been victimized, reach out to the Arizona Department of Highway Safety and file a complaint with Arizona's Attorney General's office. Have an issue you'd like for us to investigate? Email investigators at KVOA.com or call our tip line. That's 955-4444. Investigating for you, Alexis Burdine, News 4 Tucson.
And to learn more about odometer fraud, you can visit our website, KVOA.com/investigators.